We had the intercruise coach from Washington Services, which is near Gateshead in the north of England, and we had to be there ready to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. And we had a good journey, arriving at the Southampton docks by 12:30, and we were taken straight from the coach into the terminal, and we went through the booking in, security, and we were embarked on the ship at 1 o'clock. So it was very good going, just 30 minutes from the coach to actually being on the ship. Our luggage and room was not going to be ready till 2 o'clock, and so we made straight for the Quays area because we enjoyed the food from there before, to get ourselves some lunch after the long journey. This is the third cruise that we've been on. We went first on the Iona with P&O, then again with P&O on the Ventura, and this time on the Arvia. And we had an inside cabin again because this is what we used both times before, and they were sufficient for what we needed for this holiday. They're well equipped. You get well looked after by those that are looking after the cabins, and nothing is too much for them. There's plenty of room for storage, cases fit under the bed. We were spending most of our time either on different parts of the ship, or when we had docked somewhere, going to visit the places. So this was all we really required. There were 3 other ships in dock that were due to leave before us, so we finally started to sail away at 6 p.m. and this is the sail away party in the Skydo. I did manage to get some photos of the Atrium while it was quiet one morning. This gets very, very busy on the various levels with the various things that are going on. Restaurants, coffee shop, and entertainment in the evening. We had our evening meals booked for, I think it was 5:45 in the evening, in the Meridian restaurant, and I have to say that the quality of the food was excellent. While we were on this cruise, we didn't pay for any food on the other restaurants, so we don't have any videos of what they're like at all. We found that the food that comes inclusive was sufficient. A couple of mornings we also went to the olive grove for our breakfast. These are some of the samples of the menu. There are plenty of lifts around the ship and stairways as well, if you prefer them. Having sailed on the Iona previously, we were used to the layout on the Arvia, and actually found, although it's a bigger ship, it was easier to get around than we did on the Ventura. So we used the steps quite a lot of the time. There is a gym on the ship. We didn't go to the gym but I've got no coverage of that either. There are plenty of dining options on the ship, the ones which are inclusive. So here was the Keys again for their breakfast menu. We did go to the American diner once, but we weren't that keen on it, so we didn't go again. And I tried not to video too much of the food areas because of the privacy of the other guests selecting their food. But we have to say that the food that we had for any time of the day was very, very good. In the mornings there is tea, coffee and fruit juices, but during the day the fruit juice is switched off, and so there's just tea, coffee or water that is available, unless of course you've got the drinks package, which we don't bother with because we don't drink alcohol. There's also an ice cream section, which is an additional cost, and a Costa as well, additional cost. This cruise was during the school summer holidays, and so the ship was at full capacity. Somebody did say that there was probably around 9,000 on the ship, but it didn't bother us. Having had 6 children ourselves, and we've got 12 grandchildren, we realise how difficult it is for parents to be able to take their children on holiday, and so we don't have a problem with the children being on the ship at all. Generally, we found that the children were very well behaved, whether it was during the day or in the evening. This was the American diner. We used it once and it wasn't quite what we really enjoyed. You had to book to go in there because it did get very busy, but it is inclusive with the price. We managed to go during a quiet time. This was breakfast in the olive grove, where they came with a menu. You chose what you wanted and they brought it to you. Service, both here and in the Meridian, was excellent. In the evening, the Atrium became an entertainment area. A lot of the time it was this kind of an act, or singing. This is also the area where a lot of the photographs were taking place, photographers scattered about, and then you could go to the photo area and purchase whatever photographs you wanted to. There were plenty of entertainment options on the ship, especially in the evening time, in the headliners theatre, in some of the clubs, singers, comedians, quiz shows, the acrobats that we just seen. Here in the Sky Dome there's a large screen which during the day would show some films. You could sit and just watch, and then additional entertainment in the evening. The Sky Dome roof retracts during the day if the weather is good. There was Deal or No Deal in the headliner theatre. I think this took place twice over the 2 weeks that we were on the ship. This is the Sky Dome with the roof open. Some children's entertainment taking place. On decks 6, 7 and 8 there are some shopping areas, mainly with either clothing, jewellery, watches, gift shop. This is also the area where the photo section was, where you could buy your photographs, the reception area, and where you could book a cruise as well. We had on board spending money, part of the package, and so I used mine to buy myself a watch. Now we'll have a tour around the decks, and I've kept the speed to normal for these to give you an idea how long it takes to walk around the various decks. As you can see, the sunbeds have all been stacked up, so this was in the early evening. But during the day getting a sunbed was difficult unless you were out early. We did manage to spot some whales and dolphins, and here in this little clip you will just about make some dolphins out diving in the water. It was lovely in the cool of the evening to be able to walk around the ship. There are plenty of these spa pools around the ship, but generally during the day they were quite busy. With a steady walk, I think it took us around about 11 to 12 minutes to go around deck 8. I remember my brother, two of my brothers actually have been on cruises in the past, and they used to say how much they enjoyed them, and my wife and myself, we weren't really interested. We didn't really see the attraction for it until we went on the Iona to the fjords 2 years ago, and we can understand why people get the cruise bug. We really enjoyed it, and so we booked for the second one, and we booked for this, the third one. And now we can understand why my brothers enjoyed the cruises so much. We haven't booked one for 2026 because we have other plans for this year. There's the clock there saying this was 7:30 in the evening. And we're still on deck 8. This just gives you some idea of the size of the ship. Now we're at the rear of the ship, some more spars and a bar. And we are just coming up to where we started the tour around deck 8. And now it's up to decks 16 to 19. Up here on the top deck is where the skywalk was situated and the mini golf course. We used the mini golf course a few times. This blue arrow on the ground now is pointing out what is called the jogging track. For those that want to do a little bit of jogging. There's a little bit of a water play area for the children on the left. I did go to walk on the altitude skywalk, but it was fully booked up. There were no spaces left, so I didn't get a chance to do it. From up here you can look down into the Sky Dome. Here we have just a few more videos on the upper decks on what was a very hot day. I think at this point we were in Malaga, waiting to sail away.
And make our way out of the breakwater. As we do so, our pilot will disembark, and then overnight we're going to set a northeasterly course as we parallel the Spanish coastline en route towards Alicante, where tomorrow our pilot will board at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we should be alongside the passenger terminal by 9 o'clock. Again, looking forward to a great sunny day.
Another sail away party taking place. When I brought my watch, I was able to go to the bridge to meet with the captain. And there it is, the cruise was over, the last sunset, as we made our way back to Southampton to collect our luggage, and then the long coach journey back home.